Hi everyone, this is a quick update to just show the progress of the super build. This is the one of the coils that you're looking at, and it does now have the epoxy and fiberglass cloth on it here. Here you can see a little bit of it at the end at this point here. So there is the half-inch steel plate that's in the core and the center. As you see, it fits very nicely. There will be basically a very thin air gap in between there, and then I'll have a glide system here consisting of 4 of these bushings that will be also epoxied and fiberglassed in at the ends here. So 2 on each end of that, and that'll be for the glide and precision system here to keep that coil from rubbing on the core. And then obviously we have the 1/4 inch steel plates like this here going on each outside of the core, and that's for the opposite feel of the coil to operate. And that's one of the big advantages of this design, is it takes advantage of the opposite magnetic field of the coils that is created. So I've been saying that basically the center of the core up to the halfway point here of a coil, let's say if it's energized, the current will cause, let's say, a north pole at the center here. But if there's a north pole on the center here, halfway through here there's a blotch wall, and here there would be a south pole existing. So that's why I have my magnets arranged in the way I have them. If you've been following the topics, you're going to understand what I'm talking about here. And this is the other coil here, so I have 2 identical ones, and I've inserted a compass in there, and to show you the opposite magnetic field, there is the compass in there, and I've got this connected, and I will send about under a volt in there and show you the effect and the differences in between the fields. So now I'm inside the center core here, and I will energize it here with this switch, and now I've turned on the current, and as you could see, the compass is going, you know, in a very specific direction here. So obviously the north is, you know, in that direction, and I'll shut it off, and as you see, the magnet positions itself back. Turn it on. So there you could see the pole on the inside. Now all I'll do is I'll put this compass on the top here of the coil, and we'll energize it, and as you can see now, it is the opposite field. So now it is the south in this direction here, and the north at the other direction. So that is a clear indication to you that obviously halfway through a electromagnet there is a blotch wall, and there is an opposite poles here on the outside of the coil, and that's why my design has the outside cores and take advantage of that magnetic field. Magnetic field, though, here on the outside of the core is half the strength of the inside here, because the inside you've got 2 rows of the coil here, this upper and lower one, and this one's alone. But if you combine this one outside and that one outside, you now have the same strength of field as that one inside there. So that's it. That's the update, and next will be once I've got all my bushings mounted, well, fiberglassed and epoxied on there, and we're going to test this design out to see how much of a pull we get. Quite sure it's not going to be over unity as far as movement of a coil inside a magnetic field, but it's definitely going to be a very powerful pull. That'll be interesting. Anyways, thanks for your interest. Bye now.